One.
Begin. There goes.
That isn't going to be going so high, doesn't look.
That's perfect.
That's the big one.
There it is.
There it is. Holy wow! Oh, look at that! Unbelievable! Oh yeah!
Our artwork doesn't last very long.
Good morning. It's Thursday, August 5th, and this is number 500. Can you believe that? This is the 500th consecutive rant that I have put out. I never, in my wildest dreams, would have imagined me doing this for 500 consecutive days. I was doing regular animations that took me 2 or 3 days to complete. I had a cast of characters that I created, like Heshy and Megan and the pundit, that I would bring to the newsroom and talk about something that had happened at that particular time. Probably most of it about Donald Trump and his evil presidency. But that's what I was doing. And then when the pandemic struck, I did a rant. And I never imagined that I would continue to do this, but I took a day off. And then I did another rant. And then because of the pandemic and because of the fact that I could do a rant in a couple of hours, I kept on doing them. And I covered every conceivable thing that I could find. I would search in the mornings for a piece of news that was extraordinary. Not extraordinary in necessarily a good way, but something different. And so each morning I'd wake up and I'd browse through a bunch of different news stations, like the New York Times and the Washington Post and the Arkansas Gazette and CNN and Fox and NBC and all of those things that appear on the internet. And I would read some columns, opinions, and then I would decide that this is worth ranting, and I send it out. I send it out probably to 60 some odd people every day. And I get about 1/3 of them to look at it every day. And I have some regulars, some people that respond every single day about whatever I just ranted on. And I enjoy that. It seems like I have contact with the world, even though I have not been getting out of the house that much. Lately, I've gotten out of the house a little bit more than normal because I managed to go and do the current events at the Y. So that's a good thing. I look forward to getting out more, but it seems to me like the general population in this country is against me. We have too many unvaccinated. Too many people who are still out there pondering whether they should get vaccinated. And so I'm going to continue to rant, and maybe I'll reach 600 and maybe I'll reach 700. And I sure as hell hope I don't reach 1,000. I really would like to get back to my newscast and my Heshy and Megan and some other form of animations. But I don't see that happening too soon. I see that we're going to be in this situation probably at least until Christmas time or Hanukkah time or whatever time comes, New Year's Day of 2022. Because as I sit here ranting in my den, looking out into my backyard, I have a lot of company. There are squirrels and birds, and they flip back and forth. And that's great. That's great. It's a calm atmosphere. I don't have to think too hard about the following next sentence that I'm about to spout. There are some annoyances also in this world, mainly the lawn guys, because when they come here, they make too much noise, and I can't rant because you would get the lawnmowers in the background. So I have to go off into some dark space where it's almost soundproof so I can avoid them, or I can wait for them to finish. But I don't like to wait for them to finish because I have a routine and I have to get done by a certain time, because then, in addition to this talk that I'm giving, I have to edit it because there will be mispronunciations or bumbling over some series of words or whatever. And then I try to get it down to between 6 and 8 minutes every day. And once I've gotten it down between 6 and 8 minutes, then the next phase of ranting takes place. And that's that I have to dress my character. If you notice, if any of you take a notice, he wears a different outfit every day, an outfit appropriate to what he's ranting about. So if I'm ranting about the pandemic, I might show a hypodermic needle, or I might show my COVID-19 face in various colors, green or red or whatever color is the color of the day. Or if I talk about Israel, I might have the Israeli flag. If I argue about something else, like a traffic light or something, I will display traffic lights. There are many different things that I have to think about during the rant beyond what I'm saying. So once I finish talking, I'm about halfway through, because then I have to bring up my software for costuming and bring up my animation software. And then every day I have to organize his actions, the way he moves his hands, the way he sits. So I do all of that. And occasionally I will take clips of famous people who have said something stupid or something enlightening, and I will use them as background for my rants. But in any event, you've probably seen all of them, and so you know what I'm talking about. You're familiar with what I'm doing, and I hope I don't reach 1,000. But if I have to, I will. And so that's all I want to say. This is 500, and I never imagined anything like this in my life. So I want you all to have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with something that is more informative. Thank you all for participating in my madness. Now I have to fly away. Bye.